Let's check that new beauty out now. Our first electric high-speed train, like in all of Transport Fever 2. Thing looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Whoa! What is that honk? That's like the most Japanese honk I've ever heard. Alright everybody, hello and welcome back to the Transport Fever 2 campaign, where we are still very much taking care of building one of the first high-speed trains ever out in Japan, being the Shinkansen. Now, we still have a bunch of tasks on the list that we actually do want to take care of. The first one here being actually finishing, well, not finishing, but actually getting going on delivering 80 steel and construction materials to the main office out here. Just like right there. And then we've also got some fish deliveries to take care of. We need to deliver 10,000 fish to be specific, so quite the lot right there indeed. So with that said, I think I've got all these lines pretty much set up here. You can see the fish line is already going. We also started the construction line, materials line, which has, albeit not really delivered any materials yet, it seems, but that is starting to get going too. And then we've got the steel mill out here, which we have also nicely connected up. So it seems to me as though all these tasks really right now just kind of involve me waiting, and well, given that I like to cut these parts out, that implies that you all will probably not be waiting them, but wait a second. Oh, this is a construction material dump site, so this is where we would put them, but no. Okay, so I think it is just time for me to wait for a bit to actually get all these things nicely delivered. You won't all have to witness that. So, with whatever that sound was, I'll meet you all on the other side.
The whole earth is shaking. That happens frequently in Nippon. No cause for alarm. Carry on.
Alright, so this seems to be then, like we have just received, a nice new bonus task right here with some earthquakes happening. Or maybe not. Maybe not just yet, but I think that is probably already kind of preparing us for something else happening very soon. As you can see, all the steel and construction materials delivery is going on very nicely too, though, and I think we won't even really require another cut, as the last bit of steel is arriving right there, and construction materials already have.
Special standard is met. Steep inclines and sharp curves are to be avoided.
Yep. Alright, so as kind of we already know, to be honest, from constructing a high-speed train, tracks they need to be rather straight. Like, I think we very much know that already from our free play series. But connect the stations in Tokyo, Nagoya, Osaka, and build a bridge in the marked area and tunnel in the marked area. Okay, so this time around, apparently we do it all on our own, which is going to be interesting. But we start in Tokyo, we go to Nagoya, and then Osaka. Do we just skip Mishi? It looks like it. Okay, so we've got the bridge right here. I'm not quite sure where we have the tunnel area, to be honest. Or here. Oh, okay, so I guess we go like this. Have a tunnel straight through here. We've got a bridge across here. But, like, if I got a bridge across here, that's going to be quite the steep curve, to be honest. Oh boy. Again. Oh boy, oh boy. There's going to be some secondary task there in a bit, I think. But, well, I've got sort of an idea of how these have to be laid out, so that's good. In terms of where we have these things start, I don't really know. I think I'll just start with one. Maybe we will have to have another eventually. Now, here we will kind of try and keep this at a max speed of 300 kilometers an hour, and then I'm sure we can make that work somehow. Now, the thing being here, that this will kind of mean we have to have a bridge. This, I mean, if I have a bridge, right? Cornering speed may be too low. But, like, how am I going to turn this enough to make this thing move across land? Like, Maybe if I try and go like this and then just turn it around from there? Alright, come on. Yes, we know there's earthquakes. I mean, the question kind of is, how slow can this be? Is this still fast enough? Because that way I could keep this going across land at least. I think we're going to try it like that. That's going to be 265-ish. That sounds pretty good to me overall, to be honest. Wait, why is there a bridge happening here now? Can we terraform that real quick? Let's actually get this to normal speeds just while I do that. I think we're going to terraform here a tad bit, if we can, if we're allowed to. Just going to make this strong and pull out some terrain. Alright, so let's increase that brush size here. Let's just flatten it to that, I guess, and smooth it out a bit.
Something's wrong here. This can't be any normal quake.
Hmm.
The epicenter of the tremors seems to lie somewhere
Okay,
out there in the
we will do that in a second. I think we'll take care of our connection first. The quest for the fish seems to be gone right now, which is interesting, but I'm sure that's still going. I don't know, we'll find out eventually, I guess. Now, I think I'll be doing a bit of terraforming along here, just so we can keep this along the outside, don't have to have like any crossings or something here. So, let's go and actually do... I guess I could just do this, right? Yeah, kinda. That's a bit easier, and then we're going to go and smooth that all out a bit. Beautiful, nice, and easy. And then we move on with the train tracks, which is going to be quite the long endeavor, I think. Now, that is actually a bit of an issue here, too. That is not high enough, so we will have to adjust right here and actually flatten to that height here instead. And smooth a bit, maybe? God. I guess that is a bit better. So, then we will go and pull out that train track a good bunch further all along the shore line here. Now, the thing is, God, you can literally... Why is there a bridge being built now? There was some situation where it wasn't being built. Come on. There we go. Okay, so we'll pull it out like that. Like, you can literally not have any bit of curves in this, otherwise you go below the 300 kilometers an hour. It's crazy. But we will start slowly pulling around that corner here then. Ideally avoiding bridges along the way. And then out here we will have to have a bridge one way or another, I suppose. Now, let's get that going then. And... collision? What sort of collision am I seeing here? Because I'm not seeing a single bit of a collision. Collision. This stuff again. Like, if I go further over there, there's a collision with nothing? Apparently, which is interesting, but, well, I guess... Cornering speed may be too... No, don't be too low. Like, come on, dude. I can literally not pull this out with any less of an angle. Like, how am I supposed to solve this? Like, I would like to have this bridge at a different angle, right? But it doesn't allow me to, which is weird. Maybe we can try that again from here. Okay, that looks better. That's all metal. Doesn't look as good as it did before, but, you know, at the very least. And then we can sort of start that curve there already, and that's going to be fine. Now, this bridge, cornering pit speed may be too low, is kind of a worrying warning for me, but we'll have to see about that later. Now, we're going to attach this train line here, of course, because... I don't know, in case we need to end up having 2 train railways, then I would like to attach them to the proper ones, just in case. But okay, so we've built the bridge where we needed to have a bridge, we've built the tunnel where we needed to have a tunnel, and now we gotta come all the way to Osaka, right? we gotta come all the way to Osaka. So we're in Nagoya, we gotta go make it all the way over here. Where's the train station here? Oh, there. Okay, so that feels like another tunnel to me. We'll just go and pull that all the way out. Jeez. And just like that. Ah, I think I can just directly connect them, to be honest. Yeah, it's pretty fine. Just make sure we've got the right terminal to connect that to, and that's that done. Beautiful.
The new route has been completed. The backbone of the Japanese railroad network. Now it has to be ensured that everything runs with the greatest precision. Analyze the tracks and rolling stock in terms of possible optimization potential. Prepare the future route maintenance and provide for the greatest possible safety in the event
Oh god.
of earthquake.
Alright.
Dr. Yellow makes sure that everything runs smoothly without a hitch. The yellow work train detects even the smallest defects. This is especially important on bridges and in tunnels. Perform the necessary test runs.
Alright, so we're gonna make some test runs now to test the rails apparently. But we will also check out this right here, which seems to be kind of like the route of the earthquake, I guess.
Looks like your sideline has startled something really monstrous deep down
Oh
in the
boy,
ocean.
that doesn't sound good.
That seems to be bothered by your activities. It's bubbling and churning and scratching the ship's hull. Maybe you'd better stop.
Okay. So like no more fishing, or? I don't know. It doesn't tell me, but like the gold is gone and it's weird. Very, very weird. We will see what happens to that eventually. For the time being, I think let's just test the new tracks we've just built. So I'll just build a train depot out here in Tokyo. This was, right? Yeah, okay. So we'll build a train depot out here and get a train on the... I was going to say road, on the railway, of course, and then we will have that going back and forth. I'm just gonna make a line for this already, basically, I think, right? We're just gonna go make the line from Tokyo to here, whatever that was, Nagoya, and then Osaka, and we will call it, we'll just call it Shinkansen, just easy as that, and then we'll just buy a train and put that on there. Now, I think it said a specific one, right? Dr. Yellow... Well, I mean, with Dr. Yellow, but is that, like, the yellow work train, I think? Oh, yeah, okay, alright. So we've got Dr. Yellow right here. Interesting. Oh, okay. Dr. Yellow is a nickname for the high-speed test trains that have special equipment on board to monitor the condition of the track and overhead wire, including special instrumented bogies and observation blisters. That's pretty cool. Didn't know that was a thing. I think that's very, very cool. Indeed. Crazy the difference in between these trains, though. So much more power. But the same speed. Okay, well, 220 kilometers an hour. Like, I'm kind of worried about the bridge, to be honest. But, like, I can't make that any faster. So we'll see how that goes. I'm just going to buy one of these Dr. Yellow trains, then. And we'll put them on... Well, put it on the Shinkansen line. And let's check that new beauty out now. Our first electric high-speed train, like in all of Transport Fever 2. Thing looks pretty cool, doesn't it? Whoa! What is that honk? That's like the most Japanese honk I've ever heard. Beautiful. Alright, so that thing's gonna get on the way. And I guess we're just gonna have a travel around a bit, right? Nothing really to do other than that at the moment. Travel along the rails. I mean, this is now kind of taken care of, right? Okay, so it has to be specifically in tunnels and bridges as well. So yeah, I guess that's going to be a bit. Then again, you know, I've got like tunnels here as well. Apart from that tunnel, and I've got a huge tunnel right here, so that should actually be racked up rather quickly, I think. The only thing that I've really got very little of is bridges, because that's like the little only bridge piece that we have in favor of actually keeping things fast on this railway. So I think that's going to take a minute until we've got all this taken care of, so I'll just try and run back and forth a bit, and I'll meet you all when we get closer to actually completing that objective, or when this thing here pops back up. Alright everybody, and welcome back. As you can see, the train is just now headed back for the bridge again, and well, with 960 meters traveled now, that should finally be it. It has actually taken quite a while, because the bridge is like, I think 160 meters, 180 meters in length, so took a few times, but now we are done with that. Beautiful.
An emergency stop in the event of an earthquake. If the system happens to fail, the staff must be able to bring the train to a standstill as fast as possible.
Alright, so we gotta buy 3 Shinkansen, accelerate them to 90 kilometers an hour, then stop them as fast as... That's the weirdest thing in the world. Why is it gotta be 3? Just to make it take me longer? Like, okay, let's get rid of this thing for now, so, you know, that's out of the way, and then... I guess we'll just do it one after another, like... I'm just gonna buy 3 and then just send, like, 3... like one out to the test track, well, to the track. And once he's at 90 kilometers an hour, just hit the stop sign and redo it 3 times. Is that literally what I have to do now? That sounds a bit annoying. Like, let's check out the train first. That's gonna come out of this. I mean, it's basically just the same train, but not in yellow, I think. I mean, well, we can take passengers that time around, that's a difference, and it also kind of accelerates a bit faster due to the increased power, I suppose, but other than that, even the honk is the same, so... Oh, and it is actually a lot longer, which is interesting. That is actually kind of cool, but we'll let it go to 90 kilometers an hour. If I hit stop, does it just stop, basically? Like, or... Well, what is the deal with that? I'm not 100% sure, to be honest. Like, well, we'll find out. So, 90 kilometers an hour? At speed? Stop. Wait. They all must be on the time. Oh my... Wait. Does it all have to be at the same time? Oh my god. Okay. I think we can do this. To be honest, we'll just use path signals, basically, right? That's the wrong way around, though, for a path signal. We'll have one right there. We'll have one, like, midway-ish right here. Just gonna make sure that's the right way around. We'll have one, like, towards the end, basically. And that way we should be able to have all 3 in the same track at the same time, I think. So, let's take the other 2. Let's assign them to that. Let's get this one to move again. I hope, really, I hope that it's just 3, like, if it is 3 at speed at the same time, that just checks it off that way. That'll be, hopefully, the way that works. Otherwise, that could be kind of annoying. I'm just adding a few more path signals so we can ideally have them all out on track rather quickly here. So I'll literally just spam this all over the place, basically. And in hopes of that making things a bit faster for us. Now, we've got the one train out here going at 100 kilometers an hour, which is beautiful. We have got the other one just making its way out of the depot right now, which will take a minute. I hope we've got enough track for the speed that these things go at. That's number 2, and number 3 coming out of the depot now, and I hope that it will just end up checking it off. Because if it does, then I can just stop them, and well, once they're stopped, that should be fine. So, that's number 3 out on the track, just not fast enough just yet. Please tell me that we're going to be fine now. 90 kilometers. Okay, so that checks it off. Beautiful. We're going to stop that train. We're going to go and stop that train, and we're going to go and stop this train. No! Are you for real? Okay, no, that worked. God, that would have been very annoying. Okay. Hire 30 workers. Bringing the maintenance crew. What do you mean hire? How do I hire people? I am confused. How do I hire people now? Like, I can't even bring... Do I just bring people there? I mean, it's kind of called bringing the maintenance crew, so I'm kind of thinking, you know, potentially that. For a start, before we move on to anything else, to be honest, we should probably just check out this line / the vehicles, which we find right here, and actually get rid of 2, because we can't have 3 things on the same track. all day long. So we'll just sell 2 again. And this one here, wherever you're at, we will start again. So we'll can get going. Make us some money alongside, hopefully. Now, I'm thinking we just, like, have a bus line going to that. And that should hopefully do it for us. I don't know. Like, it's super weird. It doesn't really tell us what to do. So that's always great, you know. I don't know. Like, the way that these transport for you missions work is utterly confusing sometimes. It's just, like, not really telling me what it wants from me sometimes, you know. I don't know. I don't really like that. But we will go and get a bus tram stop, you know, a bit further out. So, you know, they're kind of split apart a bit. And we will have one like here in the center of the city where all the buildings are where people live. And we'll just grab a road depot and have a bus going. And hopefully that's what the game wants from me. Because if not, then I've got no clue what it wants. And it's not really telling me what it wants either. So, not too great. Not too great, I will have to say. But we will call it just maintenance crew. Like that. And we will go and get ourselves some buses right here, which oh, this one's faster, it's got more capacity, so I guess it's the obvious choice. We only need 30 maintenance crew, so I think having 2 buses going back and forth for a minute should be totally fine. We're gonna get them out. Let's just check them out, because I don't think we've seen these yet, and oh, these look pretty cool indeed, honestly. These do look pretty cool. I like the looks. But okay, so they will get going, and I don't think we've got anything else to do, so it's time for another cut, and, well, then we'll be back once we're a bit closer to the objective, hopefully, if this even works. That's probably kind of the first thing to be worried about, but there's only one way to find out, and it seems there's people piling up right here, so hopefully that's the way to go. But, well, I did place that on the wrong side of the street. But I will place my cut, and I'll be back with you once we hopefully are close to completing that very task. Alright everyone, and back I am, and as you can see, the number on the left has indeed risen, so luckily we were successfully able to interpret what the game wanted us to do right there. And the last bus with 4 people is just about to arrive at the bus stop, and then we should have that very quest done as well. Look at look at that traffic jam just due to all the things stopping here.
Completed on schedule, and the new railroad line festively inaugurated in time for the Olympic Games. The train is so popular that demand exceeds the existing offer by far. But the new route isn't making everyone happy. The residents living alongside the tracks are complaining about the noise. The increased passenger volume calls for several optimizations. The average speed needs to be increased, the route capacity enlarged, and waiting times reduced.
Alright, so some new tasks for us to take care of, and 2 of them apparently already taken care of, which is kind of crazy. Now we just need to increase the capacity of the line, which, well, probably means that we need to get a parallel track going and, well, actually buy some more trains to go on that very line. And there we have another thing.
Each tree, whatever the object, it symbolizes something else. The worldly on this side, and the otherworldly beyond. Divine and earthly beings, permanence and transience.
Okay.
The gardens are precisely planned down to the last detail. Each individual object must be in equilibrium with every other one.
What, seriously? Find the correct number of each type and stone and plant using the existing guard and place them in the marked area. That feels like the most annoying, boring, and monotone task ever to me. I don't think we're going to do that, to be honest. But, well, we've got another main objective to take care of. And, well, I think we will have to do that in the next episode, because for today, we've honestly already kind of exceeded the time limit for the episode once more. So I will then call it here for today with a beautiful look at our Shinkansen. And then in the next episode, I think it is time to get some parallel tracks going, to get more trains on the way to meet that last objective as well, and then move ever further with our campaign stay in Japan. But for today, this has been it. I hope you all enjoyed the episode as usual. If you did, please make sure to hit that like button down below. That does always help out a ton with the YouTube algorithm. And if you're new around here and haven't done so just yet, also please consider subscribing right down below, as well as hitting that bell icon to stay up to date on all the future upcoming episodes. But with all that out of the way, everyone, as always, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you'll have a good weekend, and I hope I'll catch you in the next one very, very soon. Ciao.